Good evening, you guys. Welcome to Sakithia's World. Hey, thanks for all the new subscriptions, right? Y'all already know what it is. We get these prayers out first. I'm Chinky Eyes. Thanks for all the likes, the love, the subscriptions. Like, I appreciate it. Let's get this. Let's grow this. Let's heal, baby. Heal, baby. Heal. Let's just pray, Father God. Please, that we can get a different set of energy around here. Listen, so collective, beware, no love right now. Heal, get on, feed yourself spiritually and feed your soul and stuff so that it can come in. You can manifest it. Don't magic it in. Psalms 15, 12 through 13. Love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. My eye jumped with that one. Will you lay your life down for your friend? Then they shouldn't be your friend. Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I promise you, if you got that faith and you trust. It's gonna happen for you in the right time. Psalms 29:11. I'm getting familiar with this. This is my 11:11. I love it, right? The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. So if you don't have no peace in your heart, you ain't got no real blessings. And that's why you're doing magic now. What's meant for you will be for you. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to receive it. So look, let's hop into it. I don't even know where I want to go. Well, alright. So, y'all, I'm who I am. And it's time, guys, to prepare for disasters, especially those who are not used to seeing them in their cities, in their countries. Listen, I've been having these dreams since I was little, and they have always sought to become real. The timing is hard to defer because when you dream, there's no time, and where we belong, there's no time there. Time is only here on earth. And science has become immaculately I love it. Immaculately. Curious with all that what they can do, and think they're gonna get away with, right? So I'm not sure if y'all know that it's 30 and 40 degrees damn near April, right? And you hear a lot on the news about climate control. Like, listen, the universe is actually supposed to be controlling that, the creator and stuff. But there's always someone trying to experiment some shit, right? We have a disaster coming, and I'm not sure if it's gonna reach all 50 states, 54. If you know, you know, right? But I'm not sure if it's gonna reach all of the nations, but I think it's for all of the nations. Like, we have never seen an earthquake worldwide, and we are about to. I am here to bring you guys an urgent message. If you go back to the beginning, I brought this message out before. Actually, no, it wasn't. I think it was on my Facebook or maybe my Instagram. Listen, There are more than 7 seas, but there are 7 major seas. I believe the largest sea is in England. Hold on, is in Europe. The largest sea runs into the Atlantic Ocean. That I do know, right? Europe. Tell you what. Hey Siri, what's the largest sea in Europe?
Here's what I found from worldatlas.com. With a population of 14.7 million people, Istanbul in Turkey is the largest city in Europe.
No. Hey Siri, what's the largest sea in England? It's England, not Europe.
One moment. Usual.
Whatever the largest.
The answer I found is London.
Hey Siri, what is the largest sea in England?
One moment.
So a while back,
Still working.
I looked up the 7 largest seas, and the largest sea of the 7 largest seas is in England, and it connects to, they keep saying London. Siri on that shit tonight. Siri know I'm trying to be resourceful, right? I am tense. Because I don't know how indirect and subliminal to be with this message, and they don't tell you guys a lot because they don't want to a disarray. Everybody trying to run at the same time. Where are we going? Like, listen, there is getting ready to be a disaster. It's going to start with an earthquake, the lights out, water. Okay? Whew. I don't know what position I'm putting myself in with this message, but I need you guys to believe me that it's true. Okay? I'm not about to tell y'all no lies. 717 on the phone. I don't play about the 7 stars, the 7 lamps, and this is the 7 horses. Listen, there's a lot getting ready to go down, and science is up to no good. Right along with our military. Right? And these vaccines and these jabs and stuff is kind of like an experiment. And towers and radiation and 5G and, you know, us real live humans can't take but so much radiation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's all this source of power on these G's are. It's radiation, right? Frequencies, channeling. You know, that's what I do. I channel, and then I read what I channel, right? There is going to be a nationwide earthquake. Yoshua, Yahweh, Yeshua, however, you know what I'm saying, and Yahweh are here on this land. And they calling their angels down to get jobs and get work done. Like, when I say that we have a sole purpose and we aren't supposed to be feeding our flesh, it's time to put your wants down, put your flesh down, and feed your spirit and get into whatever your soul's purpose is. We got jobs to do. Like heavens comes to earth. It really does. But there are spirit inside of us as human beings. We are spiritual beings living in a human... what's the word I'm looking for? In a human experience, right? And we don't always keep this human experience. We can get it back again, but the spirit, the soul never dies, okay? The spirit realm of who you are, it never dies, right? Like, there's no such thing as death. You go back to dust. Gray. We gray. You ever see a gray cloud of spirits? You ever seen a spirit? You ever seen somebody who passed on in a gray form, a spirit form? There's no such thing as death. They just don't have a flesh anymore. They can't speak. They can't physically things, but they can... what I don't know what the word I was looking for, but you know, they can still do things like we do things. It's just, you know, like the same things we can do when we're spirits is the same things we can do when we're human. And we lack knowledge at who we are because we believe what someone else tells us we are, or all we're allowed to know. And those times are up. It's time for us to figure out who we are, what our purpose is, and get that done so that heavens can come on earth. If not, you will suffer and perish from the lack of knowledge, right? And then, you know, you gotta like, it's okay to go to church. That's y'all thing. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Praise. Do whatever you believe, but get your knowledge. But listen.
Secret.
I can read a book. And you can read a book. And someone else can read us a book. We're all reading and getting read to us the same book. When I read this book, I have an interpretation. I have a perception of what this book is. And when you read the book, you have a perception of what that book is. When they read that book to us, there's no perception. They're reading what is, right? So, if I perceive that this book was motivational, and she perceived that the book was boring, and the reader read us a book, had a perception, right? But he read it to us and not to himself.
Upstairs.
There could be 3 different outcomes from one book. So don't let nobody tell you what the outcome of your book should be. It is time to get in your heart and out of your mind. You have to do everything with your heart. First of all, you call Jesus into it and ask him to forgive you for your sins. And listen, I'm doing this too. I'm still healing too. Like, I'm not 12:22 on the phone. I'm not fully there. But I'm far enough to reach back to be like, come on, listen, this is ours. It belongs to us. Go get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that easy. It's that easy. And it's yours. And what's meant for you won't be for you. But you gotta make sure you in the right
Leather.
aura to receive it. Like, some people's aura stink. You ever been around somebody that ain't even speaking? You just... We can all win. We can. I need y'all to prepare for this disaster though. The phones is gonna start messing up. Get y'all some walkie-talkies and stuff, and to be able to communicate. Get the truck driver Jones from a distance. CBs. Get y'all some candles. You know, I heard the mayor of my city telling them when the lights go out, oh, don't burn no candles. Candles can cause a fire. We're going to have more light then. It's like, burn this shit. Like, listen, white candles. When the rapture happens, because it's coming, okay? It's the rapture. When the rapture happens, white and black candles. And listen, protect your candles so you don't have an accident. But don't not burn the candles because you can have a fire. There are candle holders that protect them and things you can put over them so they can burn, or if they fall, they're going to go. Listen, you need white candles. We're going to have 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. And listen, it's going to probably be 10 or more because science is up to no good. And that is exactly what Mr. Davidson is doing out there, out of space. He ain't no space cadet or no NASA worker. Like, why he get to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they say he left on the 23rd, but he didn't. He was leaving on the 20th. He left on the 20th. By the 23rd, he had already been gone for 3 days. But on the 26th, he ain't leaving. Whatever he doing out there, out of space, has a lot to do with what's going on here with our weather, with the disasters, the storms. Listen, the phones. It is something with the phones. Like, try to stay off your phones. Like, I know you guys feel it in the energy. Like, we ain't never seen weather like this at no end of no March. March, we already scared because June. You know what I'm talking about? Like 4 or 5 years ago at the end of March, it's like, damn, is it summertime? Like, winter ain't trying to go nowhere. It's because what it is they trying to do, they feel as though it'd be better to get it done during the wintertime so they can preserve things while it's cold and it's frozen. But listen, God is going to set the temperatures. Y'all ain't about to get these temperatures freezing below zero. Like, they got these temperatures to go down, and then it's getting ready to be 30 degrees, 30 degrees, and then it's going to turn around, be 60 degrees, 70 degrees, back to 30 degrees. Like, listen, climate, they're controlling the climate. Solar storms. Solar power storms. Oh, okay, yeah. Bad. Thanks. I love y'all. I love y'all. Quarantines. That's how y'all gonna know. They gonna call worldwide quarantine. I don't know what it is. I guess like a new variant of the science projects with the chromes, whatever. What's this stuff going on? I mean, I'm here trying to deprogram y'all, but look, this not funny. Whatever. What's this stuff called? They monitoring my channel. How y'all doing? It's about time to face the truth eventually. You know, like, you only throw it in our face. How you gonna be mad that I'm gonna wake somebody else up what you gave me? You told it to me. I'm wrong for exposing what you exposed. You was hiding it, but you exposed it. Like, anyway, sorry about this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. They gonna call a world nationwide quarantines. Something that's gonna go down. That's gonna, I guess that's what they call it, martial law, where they take control of everything, and they gonna tell us go in the house, go in the house. Then the phones is gonna mess up. Then the earthquake is gonna happen, and they feel like if we better sit still, they can have better control at whatever it is that's going on. But let me tell you like this: if you wake up, got your alarm set for 7 o'clock in the morning, and you know you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark outside, don't go out there. And listen, the spirit guide is already telling us that the weather need to be in cold orange. There's a lot going on in the air. And it's whatever these jabs is y'all done went and got, it's affecting y'all, and y'all gonna start turning into stuff and shit. Like, listen, like, y'all might not believe in zombies and aliens. I believe in aliens. You know what I'm saying? I believe zombies are created, and that's who the hell you're gonna turn into, right? I'm overwhelmed right now. I have a lot of anxiety. Not that I'm afraid to put this message out, but I'm risking a lot doing this, but I don't have any fears, and it needs to be told, and I'm in a position given the permission to do this. We are in danger. The abyss, that is the darkness, and it is coming. God is allowing the devil to have his days, to do whatever it is he wants to do. And then, you know, when God feel like, you know, he's had enough, he's had enough. When the darkness comes, avoid your cell phones. Don't pick up your phone or grab your phones or nothing, especially to those of you all who got that jab. Whatever going on with this darkness and the phones and, you know, the rapture that's coming, it has a lot to do with radiation. Radiation, something with the towers and the phones, and, you know, we had 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. I take pride in watching a lady named Linda Courtney here on YouTube, guys, and she speaks about it a lot. And I wanna believe she touched on it the other day. Well, I had a dream, and 4 years ago I had a dream too. Like, I posted it on Facebook, but I went back to go find it, and I swear I could not find that video. Like, Facebook do not want y'all to be knowing about nothing, and, you know, the person who owns Facebook, he under a lot of, you know, contracts and things of that nature, so it's a lot he can't let happen on his stuff and shit. And, you know, you mad you changed his rules, or you let that person do it, but I can't do it. Like, listen. Wow. God has empathy. Don't feel guilty. You guys are getting ready to go through a little bit of grief, but be patient. This isn't failure. Success is getting ready to come. Don't have no regret. I wasn't planning on flipping no cards, but they fell. Listen, God created one race, and it is the human race. And listen, I'm not knocking nothing else that was created, because it is different levels of species to us humans, like real life. But I'm trying to tell you, like, we're not most hated because we're different shades and different colors and different nationalities and orientations and things of that nature. Like, we're most hated because God created one race, and it was human.
See.
You believe race is color. And that's why they don't like us. And it's mainly the people who probably aren't that one created human race. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't stress how much, no disrespect to those who aren't that one created race, but it's time to take heed that you wouldn't be who you are without us. That's just like a child growing up and disrespecting his mother and his father, or killing his mother and his father, and you wouldn't even have life if it wasn't for a mother and a father. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, and then when it comes to the parents killing their kids, like, you wouldn't even have grown or became better at who you are if it wasn't for the experience of knowing what it's like to be a mother, to be able to understand from a different side, right? But there's getting ready to be a worldwide earthquake. There's getting ready to be some darkness, and 7 seas are going to erupt. There's a sea in New York. I wrote this stuff down, but I don't want to start looking for it. Like, I was taking notes, but then I also got some notes from when I first started doing these readings. But the way I came on so strong, and I felt like when it was time to come back to bring these important ass messages out, to bring them back. But they're not gonna tell y'all anything, because they want to be in control of how everything moves and goes. And as long as they in control, whatever they think they got planned, it ain't gonna work, because God ain't having it. Ain't gonna work. And we got spiritual jobs to do in different rooms, and we need to be putting down this flesh and these wants that man gave us, because man is getting ready to take everything he gave us back away and replace that with things that is not right for you, but for his purpose it is. You got your own. So when I come on here and I tell y'all to prepare for a disaster, I don't really know what that is, because I've never experienced a disaster, and I'm talking to people who've never experienced disasters. Like, you got to think about the cities and the states and the countries that constantly experience disasters, and why, especially when the storm is given a man-made name. Like, they tell you it, but you're so caught up in the cycle that they have you on, you don't see that. And if you do, you're not allowed to pay attention to it, because it's not for you, right? Because you need to focus on what they want you to focus on, so you can feed what they want you to feed out, right? We are at war. And all my stuff is packed up. Like, the $100, the brand new $100 bill. I'm not sure about the old $100 bill, but I learned on all the old bills. The dollar bills, because money is the root to all evil, and that is what man used to create you. And then he's getting ready to take it back and watch you suffer and slaughter your people to survive, when you should have came together, because you would have knew how to come together and be at peace in your heart, because God was going to provide it. You was never going to be without. So to those of y'all, man, who've been providing, and you know, y'all laughing at the people in poverty. No, y'all got our shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we over here last, y'all first. Middle class. It didn't belong to you. It didn't belong to him to give it to you, to tell you how to disperse it in the beginning. Prepare for a disaster. It's coming, and God getting ready to give the devil what it is he wants. And he's going to snatch it away, and he's going to bring heavens on earth. So make sure your heart is right. Make sure you're doing right by people. And listen. Y'all better hurry up and get salvation and repent for your sins, so that you can get your judgment and your discipline, so that you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all's too late. Tonight is the night. A lot of people got wars and raids. It's getting ready to go down. You have to pay for what you did. And you can't get the good that you really want and be able to keep it until you pay for the bad things you did to get the shit that you want, that you got, that you didn't appreciate it with your gratitude.
Yes.
God has empathy for his chosen ones and his people who kept their faith. Yup. Ask for forgiveness for all the bad things you did as a kid. You didn't know they were bad. Ask him to heal your heart, heal your mind, cleanse your soul. If it hurt, cry. Tears cleanse the soul. Let it all out.
Insects.
Oh yeah, and the insects too. Like, listen, when the days, 3 days and 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 nights of darkness come, insects. It needs to be cold. The heat makes the insects multiply tremendously fast. There's gonna be bugs and insects that you guys haven't probably ever seen before. Like, I've seen a lot of them because, you know, bugs are demonic. You know, or can be, but it's time to prepare for a disaster. And prepare like you're going camping. Everything that you would need on a camping trip, there's no source of power. You know, you're not going to need power. You're only going to need white light. That's it. And the best source of that during a time like that is white candles and black ones, because black ones dispel too, but white ones are dominant. White candle can do anything any other candles do. And you have to focus on numbers and colors, because numbers and colors have meanings. But you have to focus on numbers and colors on the spiritual level, not on the earthly level at all. Like, you know, they think, oh, red is love or red is power. Like, colors have meanings, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody think black is bad. It's like black is protection. You understand what I'm saying? Like, knowledge is power, guys. I'm only here to tell you to prepare like you're going on a camping trip. And you don't know how long you're going to be gone. You know, so you packing your actual stuff, and then you packing the extra shit because you don't know what's up. You understand? And to mothers who are mothers, we know how to pack. Mothers packing like you got 6 kids and you know they only got 3, but that one eat too much and this one like, listen, get it packed. Pack an emergency bag and just have it sitting. Because nobody knows the hour, the time, or the day, but I'm here to let you know that it is very, 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 very near. And do not be afraid. Have no fears. None. No fears. It all falls down. And he got to tear it up so he can build it into what he wanted to be, what it should have always been. I need y'all to get ready, because heaven's on earth. Heaven's on earth. It's coming, y'all, and I'm excited because I'm chosen. I've always been last, but I always did what I was supposed to do, what I needed to do, and I'm doing it. I'm getting y'all these messages out. You know, I am running behind. I would appreciate it if everybody who watched this video could share it. I don't care where you share it to, but it is time for us to come together so that we can prepare for this disaster and be able to survive for one another. Don't go nowhere with Red Cross, Blue Shield, Green Cross, no copters, nothing. The military not about to be for us at all. We on our own out here. It's come together time. I don't care if you white, purple, black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I don't care. And I ain't been able to sleep. And I sleep like a baby. I mean, I had to pillow like 2 minutes. I'm like, what? You ain't fall asleep that fast. The heck I did. The heck I did. Oh yeah, it's a lot of warrants out there too. Those of y'all who thinking y'all just got away. He coming to collect. He lost his horse, but he got his wagon, and all you bitches is fitting in there because you was tagging, being greedy, up, ungrateful. Hey, rolled around and distasteful. Anyway, I'm about to go ahead and flip some cards after this. Like, y'all, it is time to prepare for a disaster. We are really getting ready to have power outages, 3 days, 3 nights of darkness, or a nationwide earthquake. And don't wait till you see it to believe it. I've been seeing a lot of other people and readers around here talking about that. But I ain't gotta close this out. But do subscribe. One love. Be easy. Prepare like you're going camping. Generators, flashlights, batteries. Like, listen, they even got battery operated light bulbs. Like, and they got rechargeable batteries and battery packs. And listen, they got solar generators, solar batteries, solar. They got solar generators. Like, be able to prepare.
Fear.
No fears. Be prepared to be able to survive without man. Because he wants a new world order and he wants full control. Like he ain't already got it. Shit, I'm